So today I wanted to film a review on a foundation that I recently picked up. I picked it up yesterday. It's the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. This is what it looks like. I was in Target just walking around, and of course I had to stop by the makeup section. It's been a while since I bought a drugstore foundation, so I figured why not just try this one. It says soft matte hydrating foundation, and I have super oily skin, so if something has matte in it, then I'm definitely gonna look to try it out. So this is what I got. I got it in the color 92 Caramel. Besides this, there's only one shade darker than this, so their color selection isn't that good. Surprise, surprise for drugstore. So it says that it's their first gel whip foundation. It says fresh, new and flawless. Dream Velvet whips a fresh gel into a velvet soft texture. Complexion is perfected and smooth with a soft matte finish just like velvet. Skin feels fresh with lasting hydration. So that's what it says that it's going to do. So I actually got this one from CVS because when I was at Target that's by me, they didn't have the last two colors. They had everything. They had every color besides the last two darker shades, which was annoying. So instead of paying, I think it was $8.99, I paid $11.49 for it at CVS. So that was kind of annoying. But besides that, the price is drugstore price, $11.40. Well, it ranges from about $9 to $12. Now, for the purposes of the video, I already filled in my eyebrows and I already color corrected my face and applied my primer. I use the Becker Ever Matte Poreless Primer Perfector like I always do. This is for oily skin, so if you have oily skin and you need a new primer, try this one out. It's really, really good. I highly recommend it. Again, a little bit goes a long way with this stuff. Now again, since this is a review video, I'm gonna apply the foundation with a brush on one side, and for that I'm gonna use the Sigma F80 flat top kabuki brush, and I'm also going to apply using my beauty blender on the other side. That way you can see how it applies for both, so you can see which one is better depending on what kind of look or finish you're going for, which one is better, whether it be the same, whether it fits the same or if it's different. So I'm going to go ahead and take some, put it on the back of my hand so you guys can see what it looks like. I'm just going to take a little drop. Don't want to do too much. So this is what it looks like. It's thick. Like they said, it's like a gel. It's like a gel. No, they said it's a gel whipped foundation. So the consistency is on the thicker side. It's not liquidy at all. It's like thick. So let's start. I think I'm gonna start off using my beauty blender first. Now, whenever I put on my foundations, I always use a beauty blender. I don't know why. I use my brushes first, but then when I discovered the beauty blender, I was like, oh no, I like the way it applies foundation. So. Start applying like any normal foundation would. Again, it's a little on the thicker side, so. Like a medium to full coverage. It's like thick, but not that thick. Now, for the other side, I'm just going to put a little bit more of the foundation in my hand. Now for the other side, I'm going to use my F80 brush. That's what's up. So now I'm going to start applying because I haven't used a brush in a while. I forget how much I used to love using my brushes before. So. I'm good with the brush too. I actually hate dipping my brush into my foundation. I just feel like the foundation gets in like a specific part, not all over the bristles, so it's like annoying. So I don't know why I just do that, but I hate doing that. So with my brush, it applies nicely too. And just looking at it, I think I like the way the brush applies it more than the Beauty Blender. It just seems more, it just looks like it's a little more flawless with using the brush. But the foundation itself, like I said, the coverage is like medium to full coverage. You can definitely build it up. I would, again, build up little by little, because one thing I don't like about building up, sometimes you might do one layer and then you'll do a whole nother layer and it just looks too cakey. So instead of doing one full layer and then a second full layer trying to build up, I would recommend after doing your one full layer, just like add the foundation to the parts that you need a little bit more coverage in and blend that out. That way it's not gonna look as cakey. When it comes to like application, the foundation, like when it comes to application, it does apply fine. I don't feel like, because it is thick, I don't feel like I'm wearing heavy makeup. I don't really feel like I'm wearing makeup. It feels light, so I like that. Application with the brush, I feel like gives you kind of more of a flawless finish. They kind of look the same, but if you're looking at it really close, I feel like the brush gives you more flawless finish than the sponge, which is funny to me because I feel like using my Beauty Blender always gives me a really flawless application. But it's been a while since I've used my brushes, so I forgot how much I loved using brushes, so I really should start interchanging what I use. Whether you go for the Beauty Blender or whether you go for the brush, the way it lays on your face is going to be good, so you can't go wrong either way. Like the way it wears, it is giving like a matte finish, and there is a little bit like of a glow to it too. It's not just completely matte and dry. And it does say in here, complexion is perfected and smooth with a soft matte finish just like velvet. Skin feels fresh with lasting hydration. So it is a matte finish, but I do feel like also there is like a little bit of a glow to it. Let me go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, the rest of like my foundation routine, just to see how it wears when I have like all my makeup on. So I'll be right back with my makeup completely done. Okay guys, I'm back. I still do like this foundation. I think it's very light, it's not too heavy. It's something that you could definitely wear every day. And again, you can build it up if you want. So I'm just looking at this mirror and I keep looking at myself. Whether you use a Beauty Blender to blend out your foundation or a brush to blend out your foundation, I feel like the results are pretty much the same. Now that I'm looking at it after like, you know, a couple minutes of wearing it, I feel like the finish is pretty much the same with both of them for the most part. So whatever you have on deck to use, whatever you have in front of you at the time, you can use it. It's gonna give you the same result, I feel. At least that's what I'm seeing right now. So yeah, also I know that the foundation itself comes with like a little sponge to apply with, so I guess it's meant to be used with a sponge. So overall, I like the foundation. I would definitely use it again. Drugstore wise, it's not my favorite foundation drugstore wise. I'm still a lover of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, this one right here. This I really like for everyday drugstore. I think the formula for this one's really good. It's also a mattifying foundation, so if you're dry skin, I'm not sure if you like it, but for my oily girls, this is bomb. So again, when it comes to the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation, I'm just called the Dream Velvet. When it comes to Maybelline Dream Velvet Foundation, I do like it. Definitely not my favorite drugstore foundation. That's how I feel about the Dream Velvet Foundation. I hope you found this review helpful. Maybe if you were on the fence as to whether you want to buy or not, hopefully this review will let you know a little bit more that you didn't know before to help you decide whether you want to get it, if you want to actually get it or not. So, hope this is helpful and hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I will see you in my next one. Thank you for watching.